Hello again, it's Jason Godbey from No Rest for the Weekend, here with Yasin Lago in the studio, and we just saw Wake Up Dead Man. Yasin, give us a little synopsis and tell us what you thought of the film.
First of all, it's the return of Benoit Blanc, the solidified sleuth from the first Knives Out movie. And he's been recruited once again to come and solve what seems to be the unsolvable without giving too much of the plot, because you should know as little as possible about this going in.
No spoilers.
No
spoilers.
spoilers on this one. He has a small congregation as suspects, and the congregation follows the Monsignor Wicks, which is played by Josh Brolin. His congregation, which consists of the various likes of Glenn Close and Jeremy Renner and Kerry Washington and Andrew Scott and
some real heavy hitters.
Some fairly heavy hitters, Thomas Hayden Church, who all fall under suspicion when
there's a murder.
Yes, and it goes off into various narratives,
twists, turns,
various twists and turns, and like I said, without spoiling, it could possibly be. It's definitely one of, if not the best of, the trilogy.
The story follows a priest, Josh O'Connor, who is new to the parish, and he's seeing things. So we see he's really the POV character and the main character of the story,
right.
And we learn about our themes about faith and religion and things like that through him.
Yeah.
Of course, there is the outsider perspective of Benoit Blanc. He's the outsider, the detective. And what I thought, without spoiling anything, what I thought was really strong with this movie, it's a fantastic cast. And Rian Johnson has just miraculously created these fully realized characters in a genre that does not often have fully realized characters.
Right.
And this is the third of these, so we're actually getting a more realized, more developed Benoit Blanc as well. And usually in detective stories, it's the detective who gets the least amount of character development. So,
right.
And he's terrific in this. I mean, he's doing that amazing "there's a murder in a church" accent kind of thing.
He's given some great monologues in it as well, as usual. Part usual.
I mean, there are parts where it's like, "Mr. Craig, could you spit some scenery out of your teeth, sir?" And Josh Brolin, he's got Thanos energy in this thing.
Yes.
And is really tearing down the house.
Yes, he's definitely somebody that is an MVP this year. He started out strong with weapons. He shows up pretty well in The Running Man. And here he is now again in another great outing. So he's had a wonderful year, definitely.
One could say he's killing it this year.
Yes. Fortunately not as many people as maybe he could, but definitely, yes.
And this whole thing takes place in a church somewhere outside of New York, and it's this really great atmosphere too in terms of the filmmaking elements. Yeah. It's beautifully shot.
Yes.
Great production design, which just looks fantastic. It looks really real, but also kind of gothic and mystical at the same time.
Yes.
The characters fit really well. Glenn Close plays a sort of matron of the church who kind of takes care of everything. Thomas Hayden Church is the handyman, the maintenance guy. And Brolin is the Monsignor, is just like a powerhouse. And then you've got people like Andrew Scott, who is fantastic in everything he's in.
Right.
Playing everyone in it is sort of like not in a great place in life. Like there's
right.
Everybody's sort of going through like a transitional thing. The cast all the way around is terrific. The characterization is really strong. Yeah. And I got to say, I think it might be the best in terms of the murder mystery, because the murder mystery in this is really strong. It's a great sort of very Agatha Christie style locked room mystery. It's like definitely in that tradition, but with the Rian Johnson spin.
Right.
And I like Rian Johnson. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I was not a Last Jedi fan.
Right. Yeah. But he has a fantastic show on Peacock called Pokerface.
Right.
With Natasha Lyonne.
Yes.
And I think he's worked out so many of the kinks that that maybe would show up in a movie if he hadn't had all of this opportunity to work out all these different types of narratives that he can play with at the same
Yeah,
time.
he's really kind of owning this genre right now.
He's most
Uh,
definitely he's the modern day Agatha Christie.
yeah.
I would think.
Well, Ken Branagh did. I really like the Ken Branagh cycle
Yeah,
with his versions of Murder on the Orient Express and Death
yeah,
on the Nile and Death in Venice.
right,
I like those films. Those are based on actual Agatha Christie books.
right.
But this is a new thing. It's like its
Yeah,
own thing
no,
in
definitely.
that tradition,
Yeah,
but new and for the 21st century. What I liked better about this one than say Glass Onion, Glass Onion is very much rooted in a time period. It's set during the pandemic, which I think helps it and hurts it.
yeah,
I think it helped it at the time it came out, but kind of makes it not as watchable now.
right.
Whereas this one, it could be kind of set in any time period, so it has more of a timeless quality to it.
Yeah,
And that, for me anyway, means more rewatchability.
yeah. I think two factors makes this one much better. Josh O'Connor, I think, does a great job as being that sort of the guy that we sort of follow in. Anna de Armas was the
The
original
POV
one
character.
in the POV character in Knives Out, done very well. Janelle Monáe did as best she could in I think a really great job, given what she had in Glass Onion. I think Josh O'Connor really just does just a fantastic job. He wrote a great character.
Yes.
And there's a great underneath story, sort of just the discussion about faith. I think not only just from his perspective, Josh O'Connor's priest perspective of God, but also the faith of Benoit Blanc's character to
Right.
solve the case that could be the most unsolvable case of all time.
Right. And there is that theme, and I think this one has a very strong, clear theme. And I also think as a main character, Josh O'Connor of the three is the most well defined.
Yeah.
Like we know the most about this guy, we know about his past, we feel for him. And he's just a terrific actor.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's like, I mean, they're all nobody in this, nobody in any of these movies is bad, but like
Yeah,
as
no,
far
no.
as
No.
I just thought he was knocking it out of the park,
Yeah.
and he sort of sets the tone for the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
And then you on the other on the other end in terms of faith, you've got Josh Brolin's character,
Right.
and he's got the fire and the brimstone,
Right.
whereas Josh O'Connor is trying to bring everybody back to love. Like I was really interested in the characters in this one. They weren't just, oh, here's the suspects, here's the detective, here's a POV character. They were I felt like they were more fully realized people,
Yeah.
especially his character, which they pour on thick right from jump because it's his narration that takes us through the whole story.
It's a Rian Johnson. So he does it right. He has got a lot of story to tell. So he goes right for the jugular early on and doesn't stop. And this one is just like him perfecting the his formula.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now we just saw this. We just saw this week. I just saw it last night. I think you just saw it a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
So without having perspective, hindsight, and I've only seen it once,
Right.
where do you see it in the trilogy so far? Like, where would you put it?
I personally, and like with what you said, I would put it right at number equal with number one. I couldn't tell you whether or not it was better than the first. I think the first one is sort of like an institutionally perfect movie at this point. You can go back and debate whether or not this is done perfectly, but I think it's the way it's filmed, the way it rolls out, how every character is portrayed in the first one is perfect. This movie is done so well that I think if you can come out of it with with even the question of whether or not is this as good, even or better than the first one, I think then Rian Johnson did what he was supposed to do.
I wholeheartedly agree. For me, it's like I'd see it on par with Knives Out, and maybe with a rewatch just a wee bit better. But I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun watching this movie.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that's all we got for you for right now. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos on YouTube. You can find Yasin's reviews on the website, norestoftheweekendpodcast.com. And, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
This is the BTRP Media Network.